The last cooking video that I did was as easy as ABC. The avocado salad, the kebabs, and the corn. And someone in my Weight Watcher class last night said, how about D now? And I thought, oh, that got me thinking. Okay, I'll cook the alphabet. So here goes, D. D is for dips and other toppings for your fruit and your vegetables. The one caveat that I have for you today is I'm keeping the main ingredient a secret until the end. See if you can guess what it is. It's inside this bowl. Let's see how good you are at guessing what the secret ingredient is. Now, the secret ingredient serves as the chief component for the dips and for different toppings. Now, I already put some of it in here. I just scooped it out. I'll show you real quick. And all you do is simply add salt and pepper, maybe some dill, maybe some garlic powder, maybe parsley, whatever your tastes are. And it's thick enough that it's just a wonderful, wonderful dip, and it's low calories for your pretzels and your chips and even some of your vegetables. Now, I'm not using it as a dip right now. I'm going to use it as the basis for my second recipe, which is similar to a Waldorf salad. Now, typically in a Waldorf salad, what goes into it are apples, walnuts, celery, mayonnaise, salt and pepper, grapes, things like that is usually what's in a Waldorf salad. However, in mine, today, what I'm going to have in mind is the apples, of course. I'm going to have craisins instead of raisins or grapes because I didn't have any, and I like to use what I have on hand, so I'm using the craisins. I'm also going to add into mine, instead of grapes, I have some cherries I'm going to add. Now, I couldn't resist. Look at these big cherries that I picked up at the market. They're delicious, they're sweet, they're colorful, so I'm going to add those right in as well. So here's what I did. I already cut up my apple. And I'm also adding some fennel to mine. Now, sometimes people put celery as well into their Waldorf salad, but instead of celery, I'm going to add some fennel. And I already took a slice off. I chopped it up already, and I put it in the bowl along with the apples. I already cut the apples up just to save some time. And if you don't have an apple cutter already, this is one of those tools that I love to have as well because it's just so simple. All you do is put the apple down on the counter, put the apple cutter over it, and push. When you push down on it, it cores it automatically. And all you do is pull out the core, throw it away, and you have all these little apple pieces that are all ready to be chopped up. And all you'll have to do, and skin and all, because that's where all the vitamins are. So what we want to do is just cut up the apple. I'm just going to add a few more slices to what I already have in the bowl. I'm going to mix it up. And into the secret ingredient now, here's what I'm going to add. Into the secret ingredient, I'm going to add some honey. So I'm just going to put a little, for sweetener, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of honey into there. A little bit of salt and pepper. And I've used 1/2 cup of the secret ingredient. So it's only a 1/2 cup. I dished out 1 cup for one recipe and 1 for the other. So I'm mixing it around. Just like that. And I'm going to put it right over my apple and my fennels that I already cut up. Scoop that in there. Now I'm going to add my craisins and my cherries to it as well. So I'm going to put those in. I'm going to mix it around for my Waldorf salad. And one thing I like to do with these is also let it set for about an hour or so all the flavors get to mingle. And oh, it looks so good already. It smells delicious. So that was, how simple was that? There you go. Get a good shot of that. Looks delicious, doesn't it? All very, very low calories. The secret ingredient, when you hear what it is, hopefully you'll be running out and buying it and trying it as well. So that's the Waldorf salad. Now, the third recipe I want to tell you about, and here's the other 1/2 cup of the secret ingredient. What I'm going to do to that, I'm going to make some creamed cucumbers. Now, I've already cut up the cucumbers. I did peel them, and I diced them, and I put some onion with it as well. Now I'm going to put that into a little bigger bowl. I'm just going to pour it in. I'm going to add salt and pepper. Again, a lot of these things are just to your own taste. Salt and pepper. Now, to the secret ingredient this time, what I'm going to add is some balsamic vinegar. One of my favorite things to put on salads because it's just sweet, Get a little bit of tartness to it and adds a good flavor for 0 calories. So I'm just going to pour in a little bit of the balsamic vinegar. Now, if you would choose to have sweet and sour cucumbers, you could add a little sweetener to it. Now, I'm going to add just a little bit to it, and I've been using lately something called stevia instead of the sweeteners. This to me seems a little more natural, and it's drops. So all you have to do is open it up, squeeze it just like a little medicine bottle, and just watch. Just a couple little drops in. That's all you need. I use this in my coffee and tea as well if I want a little extra sweetener. So I'm going to mix this around. Magic ingredient. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm going to put it right over the cucumbers. There we go. And again, just like that Waldorf salad, you're going to want this to sit for an hour or so at least in the refrigerator. And there you have, what, in less than 2 or 3 minutes? There you have a Waldorf salad. And there you have creamed cucumbers for dinner. And actually, this is a meal just for me right there. And if you remember, I showed you the dip. It's very, very simple. Now, have you guessed what the magic ingredient is yet? If you said mayonnaise, If you said sour cream, If you said regular yogurt, still no. The magic ingredient that I use today is something called Greek yogurt. Now, if you haven't tried Greek yogurt, I suggest you do. And you might say, well, Grace, why? Why would you want to use this? Why not use something else? Why not use the mayonnaise? Well, I can tell you right now why you wouldn't use the mayonnaise. Now, in this 1 cup of this yogurt, now this is lower in calories, lower in fat, and it's high in protein. Whereas the mayonnaise is really high in fat, it's high in calories, but I always need a visual. I'm a very visual learner, so I want you to know that 1 cup of this is 120 calories and 3 points. 1 cup of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, either one of them, is over 800 calories. Now, this is 3 points versus 20 points. Don't think there's much of a contest right there. Also, if you would use 1 tablespoon of the mayonnaise, it would take you 20 minutes to walk it off. And if you happen to use a whole cup in a recipe, oh my gosh, you'd be walking for 5 hours just to walk off the calories. So I really, really think that things change for the better when we take responsibility for our own thoughts, our own decisions, and our own actions. So I'm hoping that you'll make some changes, that maybe you'll lighten up some of your own recipes so that they're healthier for you. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. We're on D. I don't know what's for E, but you'll have to stay tuned to find out. So happy eating to you all.